Hello and welcome to another shave. Today is a test shave. I'll be testing two Portland Razor Company razors that I honed yesterday. The first is this stainless steel, little 5/8 razor, round point as you can see. And then the second one is a carbon steel razor. This is an 01 tool steel razor, nominally 7/8. Barber's notch, obviously. This is a wedge grind, and this one is a hollow grind. So I'm going to do the first pass with the stainless steel razor, and the remaining passes with the carbon steel razor. So let's get going. Today I'm using. Hang on. Today is a Monday, so I'm doing a Mammoth Monday using House of Mammoth Shire. Shire is related to the Hobbit series. Has a wonderful scent that is kind of a tobacco base and a very fresh air top notes. Kind of goes in any season. I tend to use it more in the warm weather seasons. I'm using a Grizzly Bay Brushworks. I think that's the name. The correct name will be in the description. But this was a brush that was sold in conjunction with the second release of Shire, and I have the second release of that soap. So I'm loading up here. Hope you're all well and getting ready for a work week, most of you. This is a midday shave for me. I've been out this morning, absolutely beautiful. High 60s, mid to high 60s, Fahrenheit that would be. Sunny day. Gorgeous fall, first day of fall, autumnal equinox today. And fall and spring are my favorite seasons. Least favorite here where I live is summer, so we've just gotten past that. Fortunately, summers are not too extended. We complain about them, but often have many nice days. But it's very important to have something to complain about. All right, I'd say that's cutting pretty well. Not harsh feeling at all. Not harsh feeling, but small. Not a lot of blade area to work with. But as you can see, I'm managing to make it work. So this was honed with a simple synthetic progression. Purposefully stopped at 12K in the synthetic progression. It's very comfortable. And with that comfort comes a little bit of, with that comfort also comes a slight lack in keenness. So this edge can be pushed. It will get harsher, sharper, but also harsher as it gets pushed. So I think it gave me a very nice first pass. So I'm going to put that aside and get going on the second pass. This is a great soap base made for House of Mammoth by Vita over at Chicago Grooming. This is the Tusk base. Wonderful, wonderful base for straight razor shavers. And man, I am enjoying this scent today. You would not, well, maybe you would. I did not actually think this would be much of a scent at all. The notion of a fresh green sort of vetiver top notes with a tobacco base didn't register with me, but and I'll put the notes up next to me here. But it didn't register with me that this would be so refreshing and nice. But I really enjoy this one. Makes for a wonderful, wonderful way to enjoy the shave. Which is why I do this. part of part of the shaving hobby for me, not only straight razor. Straight razor is important for me, but it's not the most important part. The most important part is the whole experience. What am I doing here? This is the 13/16 or nominally 7/8 razor, carbon steel, J-nut edge. I would say that's definitely a J-nut edge. To me, this feels very soft. And that fools you a little bit. Because you don't realize how well it's cutting. This is cutting very well. Super, super comfortable. I like the grind of this razor, the wedge grind. It has that feeling of inevitability. It's going to go through whatever you push it into. That's a wonderful characteristic of a wedge. And yet this is very balanced and maneuverable. Cutting very well. Yeah, this is just a beautiful, beautiful experience today. Nothing like having a wonderful shave in your day. Sounds ridiculous, I know. But the combination of the skill required, which anybody can develop, you just have to work on it. The skill, the feel of the edge that you can craft yourself. The incredible soap bases that exist out here today, especially not crafted for, but happen to be excellent for straight razor shavers. There are a few. I think Eric's soaps, I think, are crafted for straight razor shavers, even though obviously they could be used by anybody. yeah, just the combination of things and you have to appreciate that combination. But it's simple. Takes a simple activity, which is what I'm doing here, a simple activity. And the hobby allows or is involved with taking this simple activity, and instead of making it a chore that for someone like me who's a daily shaver, a chore that I do every day, I simply carve out a little bit more time and turn it into a little period of enjoyment. Now normally I do this, I have always been an early morning shaver. I'm not anymore, but I kind of want to go back to that. I think this is just a wonderful way to start your day. Really good razor. Getting a lot of, I can feel the edge, you know, where the edge is, what part of the blade I'm using. I'm getting an incredible shave. Yeah, I'm enjoying this edge. I hope I hope the owner does. He told me that he wanted to do, he's considering getting into JNet, getting into JNets, and hopefully this this edge gives him a taste of what a JNet edge is. To me, this is pretty typical of a JNet edge. That, my friends, that is almost a full on. We're about to make it a full on DS BBS shave. I don't do touch-ups too often, don't typically need to. But this is just too good to miss. Yeah, that was good. That, of course, wastes more of your time. All right, let me dry. This is the Lancaster rather towel. That also was part of the Shire release. I'm going to go with some Thayers cucumber. That is one smooth shave. Okay, there's the Thayers cucumber. I'm going to pause, clean up, and I will be right back. All right, all cleaned up. That has been a very, very enjoyable shave. Here is the Grizzly Bay Brushworks brush. This is quite the brush. I don't remember. This has got to be like a 28mm knot. It's outrageous, but incredibly comfortable. I'm going to be using the Shire Aftershave, so I can get even more of this fresh air, fresh grass over tobacco scent. Man, this is hard to describe. It's just wonderful. That was one heck of a shave. All right, I think I'm going to leave it there. Thank you for joining me. Kind of a long one. Wonderful test shave. I'll be getting these sanitized and cleaned up and off into the mail today. So thanks again, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.